You love your husband but have lost desire for him and can't explain why, then you've, honey, clicked on the right video. Because most people will tell you it's hormones or stress, or that the spark just fades over time. But here's what's actually happening. There are 3 specific reasons women lose desire, and none of them are your fault. And all 3 can shift. But before I get into them, there's one thing you need to understand first that changes everything. Your body is not a machine with a broken desire switch. It's an environment, and environments, they can be rebuilt. I'll explain this in depth, but first, let me introduce you to reason 1. The nervous system is dysregulated, meaning your nervous system has never been given permission to rest. Coming back to when I said your body is an environment, think of desire like a fire. A fire needs oxygen, warmth, space, the right conditions. You can't force a fire to burn in a freezing, airless room, and you cannot force desire to exist in a body that is stressed, pressured, emotionally exhausted, disconnected, running on empty. That's not a broken body. That's an intelligent nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do. Here's the deeper truth most people miss. Desire is not just psychological. It's psychological permission. Before your body can access desire, it has to transition out of something first, out of task mode, performance mode, caretaking mode, vigilance mode. And if you're anything like the women I work with, chronically stuck in all of those, your body is essentially running on 48 tabs all at once. And when he reaches for you at night, you're still circling. Think of it like a plane trying to land on a runway that's still full of traffic. The plane is ready, but the runway isn't clear. So it keeps circling. That's not rejection. That's the nervous system prioritization. Your body is saying, we are not in the safe zone to land. Not right here, not right now. And here's something that research in sex therapy has confirmed that most people never talk about. Many women experience what's called responsive desire, not spontaneous desire, meaning desire doesn't show up before intimacy. It shows up after safety, slowness, and connection. So when you say, I never think about sex anymore, the real question isn't what's wrong with you. It's when does your body actually feel safe enough to access erotic energy? That changes everything. To help you start uncovering the emotional blocks underneath this pattern, I put together a free guide called Ultimate Guide to Healing Emotional Intimacy. It's in the description below. Go grab it. Reason 2, the intimacy itself isn't rewarding enough. This is all the one thing nobody says out loud, and I want to say it clearly. If the intimacy you're having isn't deeply pleasurable, emotionally connecting, or meaningful to you personally, your body stops prioritizing it. Not consciously, but automatically, because your brain is always tracking something. Was that worth the energy expender? Did that feel good? Do I want more of that? And if you've been having sex that is rushed, repetitive, goal-oriented, performative, centered around managing his experience rather than being in your own, it makes complete sense that desire has declined. Here's the reframe I want you to sit with. Low desire isn't always the problem. Sometimes it's information. Sometimes your body is saying, I don't want more of this version of intimacy. And that is very different than not wanting intimacy at all. Because if sex has become associated with pressure, obligation, performance, emotional labor, or even pretending, your nervous system starts anticipating depletion instead of pleasure before it even begins. And your body does not crave experiences it associates with exhaustion. So many women have never actually explored what genuinely turns them on, what pacing works for their body, what type of touch actually helps them to open, what makes them feel desired rather than expected. So sex becomes a thing you do instead of a place you come alive. And slowly your internal reward system wants it less and less. Reason number 3, emotional disconnection has closed the door for many women. For women, emotional safety is like foreplay, not because you're less sexual, but because your nervous system is highly context sensitive. If you feel emotionally unseen, alone in the relationship, unappreciated, or even resentful, overburdened, your body frequently closes sexually first because sexuality requires openness. And openness is very difficult without trust, safety, and emotional attunement. Here's the dynamic most couples miss. He often thinks the relationship feels distant because we stopped having sex. But women see this so differently. Then you feel, I stopped wanting sex because the relationship started feeling distant. And quick sec, if you want to know the psychology behind why men and why women see this so differently, drop a comment saying, give me the tea with a little tea emoji or something, and I'll be sure to make a video on that. But the reality is, both are real. Both are happening simultaneously. And that's why couples get trapped trying to solve it from completely different opposite ends. And here's the layer underneath that: when you become the emotional manager of the relationship, the planner, the initiator, the one carrying the mental load, your nervous system shifts into control mode. And control mode is anti-erotic because erotic energy requires receptivity, unpredictability, emotional movement, and aliveness, surrender, not hypervigilance. So you're not cold. No, you're not broken. You're not uninterested in intimacy. You're just running in a mode that makes desire psychologically impossible to access. And until that shifts, no date night, no lingerie, no supplement is going to fix that. So here's what I want you to take away from all three of these. Your body didn't stop wanting him randomly. It gradually stopped associating intimacy with safety, pleasure, connection, and aliveness, and started associating it with pressure, stress, emotional labor, performance, exhaustion. Your nervous system adapted, and your desire adapted with it. So the solution isn't just have more sex. It's rebuilding the conditions where your body feels safe enough, connected, and alive enough to want it again. That's not a small thing, but it's also not as far away as it feels, because environments, they can be rebuilt. One safety at a time. One moment of genuine pleasure at a time. One moment of feeling truly seen at a time. And if this resonated with you and you're ready to actually shift this, I'm building a program specific for women like you. The waitlist is in the link in the description below. Now, if any of this has landed for you today, there's something I want you to do before you close this video. Just ask yourself one question. Which of these three reasons feel most true for you right now? Because that's your starting point. That's where the work begins. And when you're ready to take the next step, go watch this video right here. I'll see you there.